Greetings, Frederick Riddle here with another episode of Becoming a Published Author is Fun. If you don't understand that, check out episode 8. This is episode 2559, and today we're looking at the unexpected. And here's the scenario. You're all set. You're ready to go. I'm not talking just about, it might be publishing, it might be getting your, finishing your book. It can be anything along any step that you're ready to go to. You're all set to go to that next step. So you're all set. You have your plans in place. Everything. You've lined it all up. Well, you need this. That's in place. I need that. That's in place, and so forth. You've checked all the boxes, so to speak. So everything looking good. You have every right to think that you can go that next step without any problem. Then the unexpected happens. And that can be anything. I had a recent deal of simply of receiving a payment for from a client, and that it didn't go through. I had gone through on his end. At least he had tried to put it through in his end, and it kept going, wouldn't let him do it. And so we were in contact with it. We had to work at it. And the thing is that it just brought everything to a halt. Couldn't go anywhere else until that got resolved. And so what did I do? And what can you do? Well, the first thing to do about it is always to pray. I do believe I did. I don't write my prayers down, but it can be a simple prayer like, help me, Lord, help me. He knows what's going on. You don't have to go in big, drawn out, uh, eloquent prayer. Sometimes all we have time for is help. What's going on, Lord? I don't understand. He understands. We may not always understand. I've had problems in the past where I've tried to do something and it didn't work out. And then I kept trying and trying and trying. And eventually it came. Not because I knew what to do. It's sort of all ideas throwing a mud pack at something at the wall and it just splatters all over. Well, but God was guiding me. And he knew exactly what I needed to do, and he caused me to do what I needed to do in the midst of everything. He didn't explain it to me. Even when it was all over with, and the problem was successful, I didn't know what I had done. What I had done, all I knew was, it started to work. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I understand what's going on. Sometimes I know what I have to do or that I did that helped create it or solve it. In this case, that led to me to start asking questions. My client was referring information to me from his end, and something clicked in there. I checked it out, and then I went from one step to another, and finally I found out what was going on. I was able to go in, fix that issue, and all went forward. But it all started, but first of all, by praying, and then I didn't search, working in cooperation with him, and then acting on that. And once that got done, it all took place. But it could have very easily just killed everything. And that's the thing you have to be alert to, folks, is that when you are in a business such as what we're in, you need to first of all, you need to always be trusting the Lord and prayer with Him and letting Him guide you. He's not going to necessarily explain everything to you. He's not obligated to. But if he's promised to help you and he's called you, he's in a way he has obligated himself to help you, empower you. And I believe, and this is why I believe, this is what I teach, is that if God calls you to do something, he will empower you. He may use other people. He may use may some programs or something along the way or whatever, but he will be behind it. Now you may not always see it, but he'll be behind it, and he'll empower you. Well, this is the thing is, you got to remember where you're at, who you're doing with this for. It's not just the client; it's for God Himself. And then you pray, you talk to the Lord about it, You search, being open to whatever comes your way, because since obviously you don't know what's going on, so you're just looking for any thread that you can find, and then you act on when you do find it. Very simple, but we've run into it all the time, and it's very easy to just throw up your hands and say, "I give up. This is not going to work." Well, I would never be where I am today if I'd done that. I am today where I am, and I'll be tomorrow where I'll be then, simply because I trust the Lord and I want to trust Him and follow Him and let Him guide me. And when you do that, not only do you find the solutions, there's peace, because in the back of your mind, you know that God has promised to help you because He calls you to do what you're doing. Well, that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful to you. Take it, chew on it. Whether you're doing this, you hire somebody or you are doing it yourself, this is information you should be able to use now. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.